Kimchi begins long before fermentation. Kimchi begins long before fermentation.
Poured in the snort in partial. It starts in the soil.
Only fully grown heads move forward.
Speed replaces hand labor. Tons move every hour. Uniformity begins immediately. Freshness has a deadline.
The factory waits. Scale changes everything.
From farm to system.
Nothing enters unchecked.
Volume is tracked instantly. Time slows here. Kimchi is never just cabbage. Consistency starts early. Consistency starts early. Cleanliness defines safety. Every leaf matters. Now transformation begins. Preparation begins at scale. Uniform cuts create uniform results. Volume replaces tradition. Structure gives way to texture. Cleanliness resets the process.
Moisture is controlled.
Consistency replaces instinct. Everything moves forward. Texture is engineered.
And heat is ain't covered in instant, meaning the interactions.
Ingredients converge.
It's worse than it goes back.
Flavor is released. Nothing is touched by hand. This is where kimchi awakens. Flavor becomes uniform. Timing replaces tradition. Every leaf must match.
The transformation is ready.
Now time takes control. This is where time becomes an ingredient. 50,000 vessels wait. Nothing enters unclean. Human hands step away.
Every portion identical.
Consistency is enforced.
Containment begins instantly.
Oxygen steps aside.
Only the inside matters.
Time is recorded.
The countdown begins. Scale replaces shelves. The quiet room. Controlled rot begins.
Microbes follow rules.
Days pass unseen.
Observation replaces interference.
Time has finished its work. Fermentation ends. Management begins.
Gas must escape safely.
Fermentation never stops suddenly.
Safety is engineered. Flavors settle evenly.
Control replaces guesswork.
The kimchi calms.
Cold locks flavor in place. Time now slows completely. Storage becomes strategy. Consistency is survival.
Human eyes still matter.
Only approved batches move on. Identity comes next.
Temperature equalizes.
The product prepares to speak.
Clearly combined is fermentation. Starting what being forward is just the waiting.
Now the product receives its identity. Information moves faster than food. Precision begins before contact. One movement defines the brand. Every edge must hold. Machines judge symmetry. Time leaves its mark.
Traceability is mandatory.
Every jar tells its story. Trust is visible. Protection becomes permanent. Nothing escapes inspection.
Accuracy allows no exceptions.
Presentation matters. Clean means finished. Thousands branded every minute.
Now kimchi prepares to ship.
Volume demands automation. Structure appears in seconds. Timing replaces chaos. Replaces chaos. Speed without impact.
Glass must never touch.
Protection sealed.
Consistency verified.
Accuracy allows no compromise. Small units become bulk. Shipping begins here. Repetition becomes perfection. Travel ready. Every box speaks.
Scale accelerates.
Strength guided by code. Balance ensures safety. The load is locked.
Now kimchi waits.
Production pauses. Logistics begins.
Nothing enters unrecorded. Identity confirmed instantly. Software decides space. Machines take control. space is maximized.
Intake named and approval.
Everything has a place. $50,000 jars, perfectly still. Fermentation never forgets.
Verification never stops.
Demand awakens storage. Movement resumes. Nothing is rushed. The journey continues.
Order replaces chaos.
Human eyes still matter.
Shipping waits.
One final check remains. Before shipping, proof is required. Quality cannot be assumed.
Every batch leaves a trail.
Testing remains isolated.
Clean rooms protect outcomes. Exposure is never allowed.
Time tests everything.
Balance defines flavor.
Taste still matters.
Visual consistency is essential. Safety begins at the seal. Fermentation stays controlled.
Decisions carry responsibility.
The batch is cleared.
Storage releases its hold. The journey resumes. Records never disappear.
Now kimchi leaves the factory. Approval transforms food into cargo. Destination defines direction. Paperwork moves products globally. Regulations never ever bend. Long journeys demand strength. Glass requires respect. Kimchi speaks many languages.
Balance is mandatory.
Fermentation never truly stops.
The world waits outside. Flavor goes mobile.
Movement without damage.
Integrity travels too.
Every kilometer recorded. Distribution begins.
From one factory, outward.
Controlled rot goes global.
The final handoff begins.
The factory's reach extends beyond land.
One system hands off to another. Safety follows every shipment.
Global scale begins here.
Fermentation never stops traveling. Space is calculated.
Movement without damage.
Integrity sealed for oceans. Tons lifted effortlessly. Accuracy scales upward.
Food becomes global trade.
The journey continues far beyond the factory.
50,000 jars, one direction.
Local tradition. Global reach.
And this is how modern factories produce Korean kimchi from start to finish.
Controlled rot. Controlled perfection.
Time transformed.
Until the next process.